Well, when you're looking for card, you cannot do better than Pink Frog Crafts. That's what it's all about. It's about card, it's about memories, it's about making sure that you enjoy preserving those amazing photographs and those amazing experiences in a way that is gonna last for a long time. We are talking about acid and lignin free, we are talking about memory books, and we are actually talking about building up those albums from scratch, from just 12 by 12 pieces of cardstock, but that we know it's gonna be an incredible quality and durable. Now, the lady who has devised the whole system for Pink Frog Crafts, the one that kind of has made it sure that we can create incredible, beautiful elements and pages in here, is Dawn Macfie, who is joining us. Hello, how are you?
Hello, Paula. How are you?
I'm very well.
Good.
Now, I love the way that from plain pieces of card, you kind of get something that is incredibly interactive.
Yes, very interactive.
And incredibly personalizable.
Yes. The thing is, these can go for any occasion. Yes, they're interactive. Yes, they're useful. As a crafter, I want things that are useful. So let's get those photos out of these shoe boxes if you've acquired old photos like I have, or off your phones. But it doesn't always have to be photographs. It can be anything. It's anything of your memorabilia or that you want to keep, you want to document, and how better way to have them displayed. It just looks absolutely stunning.
It does. And also the other thing with memory albums, you know, like I have been scrapbooking for quite some time, and the joy of whatever life brings you, preserving those memories, those dates, those pictures, those experiences, that's invaluable. Now, the way that how it works is that we are getting enough here, but we have got 3 different options in terms of the color. So we have got the all white, the all black, or the black and white. But one of the first things that we are going to notice is the white has got texture.
It has. It's not our true white. So if you could just come down to the desk here, I've just got a selection here of the Pink Frog ink, or the Pink Frog white that we do. So we've got our watercolour card. Yeah. So you know that's got that sort of bobbly texture. And that is acid and lignin free. And
also it has got that kind of almost warm white, I would say,
yes,
slightly
so
warm white. Yep.
This is it. If you look at them as they are, you'll see these super smooth at the moment is not acid and lignin free. I say at the moment, okay. The true white, when we say Pink Frog and we say true, we're talking about the fact that it's acid and lignin free is true. Yeah. But then we bring in the new baby. The true bright white linen. Yeah. Now, to try and see the texture isn't always easy. It is there. And it's not like a lined linen. Yeah. It's what I can describe as it looks more like fabric. Yeah. So I've got a sheet here. I'm going to be quite frivolous here. I've got a nice big sheet of the A4. And what I want to do is I'm going to take, let's take chipped sapphire. And I just want to ink it just so you at home can really see what this is doing, because we can see it here, but it's trying to get it across to you at home, the lovely texture that's on here. So I'm just going to literally, lightly stroke my ink pad down so you can see all the texture that's coming up. Now, hopefully now you can actually see it, because I can see it on there, but I don't think you guys at home can. But when you do that with that ink pad, that brings that out. But it's very subtle. It's not all in one line. It's crossways. It's more like a piece of fabric, really.
It is. It is that kind of weave, you know, woven weave.
Yes,
no,
definitely. Definitely.
I've got a little cold, so that it kind of comes in the wrong time. It's absolutely phenomenal, the 12-inch memory folio that you can see on there. Now, the option that we have got in front of you, and this is the most popular one, is of course the mix option. Now you have got the white and the black mixed in there. All of it is acid and lignin free, which of course, as Donna has explained, you wanted to have that longevity. 3/4 of the stock of the mix pack has gone. The other options, it will be just in black or just and then or the just through white linen. Now the whichever option you're going to get 60 sheets in total. So you can choose whether it's 60 of white or 60 of black, or 30 of white, 30 of black, if it makes any sense. And also when I'm thinking, I used to buy a cardstock, a 12 by 12 cardstock, as you know, kind of from a wholesaler, and I used to buy them in sets of 25s. You know, I was paying more than that.
Yes, this is really good value for money. And the thing as well I want to let you know is, some of you may have been going over on the Pink Frog website.
Yeah.
This isn't on there yet. This linen is that new. We do the white, the true white and true black memory folios on there. But this is new. This is the true linen. So this is new, and this is what we want to tell you. So don't get confused with seeing just white and black card and thinking, oh, that's the one, it's white and black. Yeah. Because as we know, there's different whites and there's different cardstock.
Indeed it is. And of course you have got that ability to build them. Now let's talk also card making. I mean, this is the one thing. I mean, it comes with the instructions, but if you cut it in half, you have got a 6 by 6 card blank. So it would be 120 card blanks. So that's 18 pence per card blank, with a beautiful texture as well, and the true black. But also I'm thinking, I remember doing this with 12 by 12s. I kind of devised all the different ways that you can do 3 by 6, you can do 6 by 4s as well. So there is so many folds, so many different ways.
There is, you know, this is it. You're right. This is really good value for money, and you know how everything at the moment is going up in price.
Absolutely.
So this one-day special price is absolutely amazing.
Indeed, it is. And right, of course. And now, when we look at the flat card, we're thinking that's amazing value for money. We look at the sample, we think this is incredible, but how do we go from here to here? Well, you have done all the work for us, haven't you?
We've got it all there, yes.
So now there is the instructions, but not just the instructions, is there?
No, not just instructions. So in your kit, you're going to get your written instructions that are step by step, but you're also going to get a chart that is your scoring and cutting guide as well. Have you got one there?
Yeah, there it is.
That one there. Yeah.
We have it here.
So you're going to get your scoring and cutting guide, and this is really important, you know. And what I like to do is I get all my black cardstock first, and I cut it to all the sizes that are on the guide, and then I do all my score lines, and then I get all my white, or as I've put on there, papers, different colour cardstock, and I do the same. I get it all cut ready.
It is incredible. I love that way of having the scoring lines and the cutting lines measurements. But this is incredible. I mean, the interactive nature of this, the way that everything folds and folds in there. There's so many possibilities. I mean, this is an incredible. You know, this is left blank. Can we make to sell?
If they're made complete, yes.
So, for instance, if we made, like, for instance, I made this for somebody with wedding pictures, for instance.
Yes. How beautiful.
Can you imagine to make this? I mean, I think this could be a commission. Yeah, could be absolutely stunning. And I love the way as well that it feels solid, it feels durable, it feels sturdy.
We don't want to take away your creativity. With that one, Heather's just used the black and white cardstock, but she's used dyes she's got at home. She's used the Pink Frog stamps. And this is the nice thing. You've got your dyes at home, you've got your stamps. You know, we're not taking away the creativity. Every time I decorate these, I do them in a totally different way, and this is the nice thing about them. They just keep giving every time, and you get more ideas every time that you do it. You think, oh, I'm going to try that this time. And, you know, this one here with the added memorabilia, you can adjust it to what you want. I haven't put the waterfalls in, but I've used the waterfall mechanism to put all the telegrams.
Wow.
So this is where you can make it your own. This is where you can... You know, this can be your special project.
And you know, this is very important to have acid and lignin free for all those heirlooms, because there is nothing worse than to preserve this very incredible, you know, heirlooms of being the telegrams for your wedding and things like that, or somebody's wedding, and then not being able to kind of not have to witness the decay of the acid and, you know, kind of corroding, and as well as there you have it. Now, of course, you have got a £5 saving, £21 and 49 pence. Remember, you are getting 60 of them. Now, the mix option is the most popular option. Over 3/4 of the stock has gone. And by mix, we mean that you are getting 30 of the true black, 30 of the true bright white linen. Now, you may thinking, well, I'm just more of a white person. I prefer to use, you can go for that option, all white, true linen. So you are getting 60 white, or you can go for the true black, which is the all 60 black. I am in two minds whether I would go for the mix or for the true black, because I do like the true black. Now, remember that even if you are not a Freedom member and you want to save on P&P, if you add 2 in the basket, so for instance, if you're like me that you cannot decide, you want to go for the mix and then the black, because I know that the black, it will be amazing for our journaling and things like that. You can do that. It's one item number, so therefore it's 1 P&P, and it's £21 and 49 pence for one of them. 016533 is your item number. Now, we have got also the 40 of the 40 white, 40 black of the 10.5 by 30. But again, this is a true linen, isn't it?
That is true linen again. So on, you know, on the counter there, you know from Pink Frog, whatever size of card you're going to get cut.
Yeah.
Every time, each different pack, they're all going to be the same because it's all cut in-house. So you know it's going to be, if it's true white in that size, it's going to be exactly the same as the true white in the bigger size.
So that means that you have got the element in here. Let me show you all the folds in as well. I love that you give us always the folds, you know, because that makes life so much easier.
It does. And why we've put this one on the show is, yes, you've got all your folds in there, which you're going to get with your instructions. That's absolutely fine. But that cardstock marries very well with the 12 by 12 folios, so we can use it for all the extra die cutting we want to do, rather than using those big sheets of 12 by 12, you know, the black and white album there. We can use that for our die cutting, we can use it for our photo mats. I've even used it for the waterfall element in the albums to save my 12 by 12.
Absolutely, and of course you are getting 18 total, which is like, some people would think, oh, this is like kind of the leftovers. Oh no, this is for me would be the kind of essentials there that you would have. 677356 is your item number. 11.99 for 80, 40 of the true black, 40 of the true linen. Now, nearly 2/3 of the stock of the white linen card has gone. So if you want yours, you know what to do. Get your order in and check out those baskets. Now, A4 True Bright Linen.
Yes.
We need it in our lives.
You do. I mean, I've really enjoyed using this. I mean, it takes the inks beautifully. But I also did have a little play. I'll bring it down here. I've actually used it for my alcohol pens.
Right.
And I thought, I'm going to try it. I'm going to see if it works. It might not work. It might work. I thought, I'm going to give it a go. And I was blown away with how beautifully they blended. There's no bleeding. It just looks absolutely stunning. And I've also, I put this next to it. This is one of the flowers, the chrysanthemum. This time I've used the watercolour pencils, but I haven't put water on it. I've just used the pencils. So you can see the texture of the linen card coming through. But with a paper stump, you can just blend those with a paper stump. And again, it worked. Honestly, I've been absolutely blown away with them.
So there is so many techniques that we can, and having that texture, it almost like looks like it's a canvas. You have it stamped into a canvas rather than onto paper. And you can see in here, I love how the dragging of the ink, it looks like wood grain as well.
It does look like wood grain, but it just shows that linen effect off. You know, but we can use we can use our brushes, we can use our sponges. This is going on a bit thicker, so even if you went for that white pack where you've got 60 sheets of the white, just add in your ink pads. Now straight away, go to your ink pads and tell me how many ink pads you've got at home, because
I have never counted them. There's far
the sky's the limit. So straight away with the white alone, you can, you know, combine the two and you can turn your project into any colour you want.
Yeah, absolutely incredible. Now this works out at 30 pence per sheet in there. $11.99 is your price. You are getting 40 of them. But your one-day special, you are getting 60 of the 12 by 12. So that you're getting that extra element in here, if you know what I mean. You get basically a little bit like this. That's how much more extra you are getting. And then you are getting 20 more sheets. And then so it works out 36 pence per. You stay up, you know. You just want to go down. Anyway, right, 737-243 is your item number. Now, if you want to go for the one-day special, remember it works out at 36 pence per sheet, but of course it's the 12 by 12, which is of course the extra large side. Now, the starter kit we have got it in here. Now, if you are one of those people that you're thinking, I don't like maths, I don't like to look at numbers, I don't like measuring, I want it all pre-cut for me, we have got the kit here for you. £19.99 is your price. 60% of the stock has gone already. You are getting the 12mm red liner, which is the equivalent of 6 5-meter rolls. So you are getting 30 meters in there. Now, Dawn, for whom you recommend this kit then?
Right, we bought this one out for someone that wants to dip their toe in the water. Okay, so it's a starter kit, that's what we've called it. So in-house we've already cut the card for you in the sizes. So all you've got to do is your scoring and sticking together. And that's as easy as it is.
And I think it's a great idea if you are like, you know, a bit scared or you don't get on with a guillotine or a trimmer. This would be absolutely perfect for you. Now, it makes one book for £19.99. Remember the one-day special for just, you can see it at the bottom of the screen. So £1.50 more, you can make 2 books out of that, so minimum. So if you are more frugal, you can make more than 2. The fact of the matter is, if you prefer something that guides you through in the sense of you don't have to pre-cut anything, this one would be the one to go for. 880898 is your item number. And this is the pre-cut folio. And finally, we have got the masket. Now, the masket is the incredible product. I love this masket because it's you can stamp on it. It's like almost like washi tape in a piece of paper, right?
It is. I mean, this is it. Masket is acid and lignin free. So you saw in the earlier show that you can make your own masket, which is marvellous. So you can use your stamps, you know, you can use your ink. So everything ties up together in your project. So not only can you use it for doing like your masking as you would in cards, or where you've stamped an image you want to mask it off while you do your backgrounds, but you can also use it, we've used it through the albums, when you've got a big sheet of 12 by 12, rather than wasting your ink, just like I'm going to be doing here, putting your masket on means I'm not wasting ink where I don't need ink, because I'm going to put photos in those places. And the lovely thing about masket is you don't just use it once. If you see here, I've been using these several times, and you'll literally keep using it until the stick goes. It lasts ages.
That's a very good idea as well. $9.99 is your price for 10 of them. 976569 is your item number. You will find them, of course, on the website at craftstore.com. But also, there is lots of changes, aren't they? Now, of course, you may not know, or you may know that the craft store acquired Create and Craft, and now we are one big family. And there is some changes ahead. Absolutely exciting. We are all very, very looking forward. And this is how it's going to happen very, very soon. So let's have a look. Perfect. So that will be the Freebie 85 that you get from the 25th of February. So that will be the Create and Craft. Right, and now let's have a look at the one day special. So we have got those 3 different options, but now we want to see it. How do we decorate it? How do we assemble it? So John, how are you going to start the demonstration then?
Right, I'm going to finish off, or I'm going to carry on where we were on the last show. So if you haven't seen that, you can press, rewind and watch it there. So on the last show, we did the main construction all up to the left-hand side. So what I'm going to do actually, before we start, let's decorate this side. So, we've got the covers now. I'm going to do those last, I think. So we're going to open this up. And if I bring in this album here, I can explain to you what part of the album I'm doing, because it's always nice to see it as a visual. So the first things I'm going to stick down is this pocket area here. Okay, so let me just move that out the way.
Okay.
In good fashion. So I've got my covers and that there, so I'm not going to have those just yet. I'm wanting that element and that element, and you see how I'm all ready. So I've got my cardstock all cut ready to size, and this is the pocket. So in the main construction, you're going to stick your bottom flat down, but we didn't stick the sides down because I want to put that in first.
Right.
So on this piece of linen, I've used the weathered wood, and I use the distressed. Oh no, I didn't. I use faded jeans. I do tell a fib. I use faded jeans. Okay. So, and then stamping with the faded jeans as well. I'm going in with the EVA,
which is the glue. It is acid free, isn't it?
It's acid free, yeah, acid and lignin free. So everything we're keeping, it means everything's going to be kept and preserved in the correct way. So I'm just lining this up. So what you're going to do is you're going to put this in the middle. Okay. So I'm just eyeballing, so I've got each side, and then with my bone folder I do like to just push the glue into the fibres of the paper. Okay, so now you've got your pocket. Now we can stick our pocket down with glue.
Right.
And I know not everybody likes to use glue. So, and I'll put it in a really safe place.
Oh, a safe place that is
my
impossible
red liner
to find.
tape.
Oh, well, you look for that. Shall I give the details of the EVA glue? 225 mil, £13.99 is your price for it. 538442. I know people like Hazel and of course Julie Hickey love that glue. It is an incredible glue. And also the red liner tape bundle, 3mm, 6mm, 9mm, and 12mm, 120 meters in total, £13.99 is your price for them. And remember, it's the equivalent of 24 rolls. And then we have got the color photo glue gel. Now I know that our Dawn loves this one, so I'm going to ask her in a second. $11.97 for a set of 3. Now the color photo glue, is that the one that you use for the pictures then, the photos that we put?
You can use it for photos, but not just for photos. You can use it for your memorabilia as well. So
Paula,
what I'll do is we'll do a bit more of this, and then I'll show you a demonstration with that. Is that okay?
Absolutely.
So I've just used some red liner tape for the pocket this time. The nice thing is your red liner tape is acid and lignin free as well. It's just the backing that isn't. So some people prefer tape, some people prefer glue. What I wouldn't use is your normal double-sided tape.
Okay, yeah.
If you're going to use any double-sided tape, use the red one because it's extra strong. So that's what I would do. When I put it on, I always like to burnish it. You'll see it change colour. And what this is doing is it's pushing the glue into the fibres of the paper. And this is really important because by pushing it into the fibres of the paper, this is what's going to make your construction of your projects stand the test of time. So you can see that colour changing, can't you?
Yes.
And also you will notice that by doing that, it is a lot easier to pull away. Okay, so you can just bring that off there. And bring that off there. So this is our big pocket.
Right.
Okay, so we can just push that down. And because I've used the double-sided tape, well, I would with any adhesive, even if I was using the wet glue, I would still give that a burnish.
Right.
And then this time I've used my masket.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've used my masket to save me over inking.
Yeah.
You know what, you don't need to waste your ink. And it also gives the place, particularly if you're going to make these to sell or to give as gifts, the person that's receiving it knows that that's where they're going to put their photographs.
Absolutely.
So you're going to make the most. So what you're going to do is you're going to match up the sides.
Yeah.
Okay, so that all matches up and then just push that down. Okay. Now I've done lots of fussy cutting of the flowers.
Okay, yeah.
But I'm not going to put those on yet. We'll put those on right
later.
at the end.
Yeah, at the end. Yeah.
So let's move on. So I've got the next page here. I'm going to move.
And do we
that.
have to because I'm a person that does a little bit now, a little bit later, a little bit. So would I be able to say put the first few pages, the spine and everything, and then go as I go?
Yes, yes. I mean, this morning with Dawn, I constructed this side, and then during I've decorated. So we haven't done this side yet.
Yeah.
And the nice thing is, with your instructions, it's in step by step. So by having it in step by step, you know, you can even mark it off with a pencil. I would recommend laminating your instructions because at home in my craft room, they do get a bit messy with sprays and inks and dirty fingers and things like that. But what you can do is you can sort of mark off where you are, if not. That's the other nice thing you can do.
By the way, we are 80% of the stock of the mix option. Remember, you can go for the all black or all white. So basically, if you go for the mix option, you're getting 30 of the true white linen, to 30 of the true black. But if you wanted 60 of the true black or 60 of the true linen, those options are also available. But remember, 80% of the mix option has now gone back to Dawn. I mean, EVA is one of those glues that is just less is more, isn't it?
It is. You can see I'm not soaking my paper with the glue. You don't need to. You're right. I always say less is best. A little goes a long way. It's a very good, sturdy glue. You are not going to be disappointed with this. It dries super quick as well, which I just love. So, you know, yes, you haven't got much wiggle room.
But I like that from a white adhesive. You want that strong bond, and I love how Hazel has shown us that glass will hold glass and so many more items.
It sticks all sorts. It's absolutely amazing.
And ultimately, for me, it's because you are building memory albums. It's all about that acid-free glue.
It is, and you know you're on that road as well, aren't you?
It's funny because it happened when I was a teenager that I did some drawings and I put them on the back of my wardrobe, or not on the back of the door, and I put sellotape, or other tapes are available, and it completely, the acid within a year, it ruined those drawings.
Yes.
From then on, and I was maybe 13, 14, since then I've been obsessed with acid-free adhesives.
Yes, exactly. Honestly, it's the right thing.
It is.
So what we'll do is I'll do this section and then we're going to have a look at that photo glue, definitely. So here I've just got, this is what I'm saying about don't be daunted by a large sheet of 12 by 12, okay? Because this is the background for my big card elements. So all I've done is literally drag my little mini ink pads round
Yes,
there.
absolutely.
You haven't got to overthink it, because, you know, have fun with it, you know, enjoy it. This is the nice thing about it. So I'm going to stick some little words round the side. So I'm going to go in with my precious poppies, because this is it. We've got all these things that we use for card making,
Absolutely.
but they all cross over. So let's pick out Precious Memories. So I've used my distress ink. Okay, so now I'm then going to go in with another ink. So I've just positioned that in my platform.
Yeah.
And I think, oh, I'll tell you what, I'm going to go in with my oxide. And I'm
Oh,
going to
yes,
go in.
I like the oxide. Yeah.
So this is it. We're mixing all these ink pads up. So I'm going in with the oxide, and I've got Faded Jeans.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're just going to press that down.
Yeah.
Now, that's just stamped beautifully. If you're using your distress inks, I would say that sometimes you have to do what I call a double stamp.
Yep.
But when you've got a platform, it's not a problem, is it?
No, it makes it so much easier, and it kind of almost, if you make a mistake, it doesn't matter because you can go over it again.
Exactly, exactly. So I'm just turning this as we go. But as I said, with these, it's your creativity, however you feel you want to decorate it. We don't want to take that creativity away from you. If you prefer to make your albums and just use pattern papers, feel free. It's your project. This is what this is all about. I'm going to re-stamp that because there's a bit of darker blue underneath there, so I'm just going to give it a bit more colour.
Yeah.
But you can see how quickly.
And the precious moments, memories, stamps are part of the precious poppies, aren't they?
They're from the precious poppies,
which
yes.
we have also. I have to showcase this amazing stamp, you know, beautiful album. Now this is one done with True Brown, but you can see the gorgeous poppies as well, and they make a perfect accomplishment, kind of complement to the incredible memory album. If you wanted to go for the True Brown and True Ivory as well, Folios set, we have got the details at the bottom of the screen, 26.46 for those ones. However, if you want the poppies, we have them there, £14.95. That's the price for the precious poppies in there, which is an incredible stamp set, as you can see. We have also a die set that matches beautifully the set. It's 9 dies, £12.99 is your price, 349464 is your item number. Right, those ones are the precious poppies, but the precious done is here. So let's kind of carry with the precious demonstration.
So I'm sticking this one down. Okay, I'm going to go around that way, I think.
Yeah.
So again, just with my glue.
Yeah.
And you'll notice there's nothing in the middle, because this is then where we're sticking the next element down, which is the big flat card, if you like.
Yeah.
So to decorate that, I use the Pearly Wink sprays.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so again, bringing in something else that you can use. Now, with the Pearly Wink sprays, just stick to what I call the flat colours. Right. Okay?
Yeah.
Any of them that have got the sparkle in, you know, the mica, they are not acid and lignin free. Okay, so we have looked into that with the fellas down at Pearly Winks. They've been really good to let us know, because I saw Hazel using the Pearly Winks and I thought, oh, they'd be fantastic with the memory books, because of course I can cover a big space in a short time.
And this is what I love sprays as well. A short amount of time, lots of
big
colour,
impact.
Yeah.
Yes, big impact.
We like that.
I needed to know if it was going to be right for the books. Yes. I know it sounds a bit over the top, but yes.
But this is why, because you put your name basically into these memory books. You put your Don Macfie kind of instructions. It's not just something that you do for Pink for Crafts and it's like, well, you know, I don't care. No, you put your name on it.
Yes, yes.
And it has to be right.
This is it. If you're putting something together, you're absolutely right. It's got to be right. This is what we want for you at home. We don't want you to make this and think, all right, I'm going to use that, and then several years down the line, you've ruined an important document or anything like that. That's not what we're about. And again, I'm here now, and I'm here at 4 o'clock. So if there's any questions you've got at home, you know, if you've bought the kits in the past, or you're sitting on the fence about this one, if there's any questions you want to ask, email in.
Email in, of course, do. studio@thecraftstore.com. Alan has emailed in. He loves the pink frog because it's amazing products that make life so much easier. And Alan has met you in real life, and he says that you are really lovely. I agree.
Oh, bless you.
And Dawn explains everything very well and makes it very easy for us to follow. Thank you so much, Alan. And talking about making it easy, you have got also, you know, a website where we can follow you, and you can, you know,
yes,
it's a paid for workshop, but you
yes, know, it's just for a small amount, literally price of a good cup of coffee. Yes, I've got dawnsinspirations.com. There's lots of tutorials over there, lots are free. And then some are online workshops, but the nice thing about my online workshops is once you purchase them, you've got them, you can watch them as many times as you like, as often as you like. Once you've got it, you've got it. It's not a one-trick pony. So the nice thing is, if you're a person that's not into your written instructions, with Pink Frog, we've not left you high and dry. We've covered all the bases. So if you're more comfortable watching a video step by step in your time, and I do it in real time with you, you've got that facility. We're not going to leave you on your own.
And I love that. So you don't have to, but if you want to, there is that as well. And remember, you have got the instructions with the written instructions and the, you know, the cutting and scoring guide included. So you don't have to pay any extra for these ones. It's just if you want that extra guidance into a video, there it is. Remember that in the one-day special, you are getting 60 12x12 cards. Now, this is the thing. Like, I used to pay so much more money for that, and you are getting true black and true white linen, brand new true white linen. And remember, Pink Frog Crafts does this thing, which I find it incredibly simple and specific and kind of clarified. Anything that has got true in it is acid and lignin free, so it will be absolutely perfect for memory books. Why is that important? Is because both acid and lignin, lignin kind of lignin degenerates with time, acid degenerates anything that comes into contact with time. So you want to preserve these beautiful wedding photos forever, and those beautiful heirlooms. You don't want faces going yellow, and you can see precious memories. That is how, you know, Dawn is using those stamps. I love the interactiveness of this. Now, this is going to be so sturdy. Well, it is very sturdy. It's going to be the perfect looking through it as well. You have got telegrams in here. You have got beautiful pictures, color pictures. You can then color and use your masking to create incredible, beautiful fronts of the card or inside it. So if you want your one-day special, what you need to choose is the mixed one or the actual all white or true white linen or the true black. Now, if you want your one-day special, the mix option, which you are getting 30 of the true black, 30 of the true linen, is 80% of the stock gone. You have got, again, the option to go for 60 of the white or 60 of the black. But whatever option you go is the same price and it's the same item number. Now, the white, remember, you are getting 60 of the true white linen. That half the stock has gone for that option. Now, you may want to add to your baskets the masket. It's a set of 10 with a perfect masking element, and this is what it has been used for the cover of the actual album in there. Now, if you want to go for this, it's $9.99. Please make sure to add it to your baskets and then check out your baskets. 976569 is your item number. Now, I'm gonna go downstairs. Just one second. Just there, yes. Because I'm just going downstairs. That's how I call it. I go downstairs to the storeroom. You never heard that expression? like going downstairs and grab the mailer. Yeah, I love that. I didn't expect you to laugh so much, and that's made my day. That's just what really made my day. So you have got the mailer, 350 microns, 6 sheets of that, 12 by 12, perfect to create your own like a texture folder. Look, sorry, not texture folders, stencils, especially if you got the scan and cuts and things like that will cut through it, and you may have to go several times over it, but you will get there. $11.99 is your price. Limited stock, which means that 90% of the stock has gone. 394204 is your item number. Right, Dawn, what are we up to?
Right, I'm just going to stick. I made this in the earlier show with
perfect.
Dawn.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is now ready. This can go straight into our album. So I'll stick this down, and then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you about that photo glue. Okay, because we have been discussing it, and don't just think it's just for your photographs, because it's not. It's for so much more. And I was wondering if you could pass me the album, Paula, of the wedding one that you've got there.
Yes, I will pass it on. I'll leave it here, and then you can reach for it.
So I'm just now, you will have noticed from the earlier show that I did with Dawn that you can use, and I have used as well, the 10.5 by 30 card blanks to do my waterfalls.
Absolutely.
So I've saved cutting into that 12 by 12 because you know, as a crafter myself, you know this.
Absolutely.
We don't like to cut into a piece if we don't have to, and it means I can use it for something else, like an extra big wallet that I could put in the big photo pockets that, you know, the pockets we've got there. So let me just move that one to one side and bring this one in. Okay. So let's talk photo glue. Let's find mine just here. Okay. This goes a long way, okay, so don't be frightened of it. Don't also think you can only use it for photographs, because it's not just for photographs. It's a bit like saying it's not just for Christmas, isn't it?
Yeah, I know, exactly.
It's not just for photographs.
But, you know, like a lot of people that view, you know, watch Leone doing her, you know, like incredible art journals and things like this. Now, you have got all these jelly prints and you want to glue them and you want to put a picture in there, or you want to... This is when this glue comes to life as well.
It does, it does. And we were talking about acid and lignin free, and you're absolutely right. So straight away here, there's a newspaper cutting here of me when I was a little girl, and you can see my mum stuck it onto a bit of board with sellotape. Yeah,
that's what happened.
And what's it done? It's discoloured it. I can't remove it. I can't do anything to that.
And it becomes brittle and really bad, isn't it?
So this is when we're talking about acid and lignin free. This is what we're talking about. Okay, you don't want your things to end up like that. You know, here it's all cracked where it's got damaged. Yeah. But by storing things correctly, you're going to be there. You're going to be absolutely fine. But don't just think photographs. So let me just share these with you. I'll keep it here as the overhead. So here's a newspaper cutting. This was of my grandparents celebrating their golden wedding. So this was a newspaper cutting. Yeah. So I've actually used the photo glue to stick my newspaper cutting down. Okay.
And there is no wrinkling, there is no yellowing, nothing.
And you can't see the glue through it either. Perfect. It's absolutely fine, no problem whatsoever. As with this little ticket, we're talking about memorabilia. This little ticket is from some photographs my dad sent in. This is 1961. This was before I was born. So, you know, this just shows you, again, sticking down with the photo glue. This is mulberry paper. So if you're a card maker, how about your mulberry paper being stuck down? Yeah. This is vellum being stuck down. And of course, for your photographs as well. Yeah. Why not? You know, this is where you're going to use it. So I've got a newspaper print. I found this when I've been sorting through my mum and dad's bits. This was my mum's maid of honour.
Oh,
at her
so
wedding.
cute, yeah.
And it's a newspaper cutting. She got married as well. And 1959 this is. Now, I could cut that.
Yeah.
But I quite like the fact it's not straight, because this is where my mum or my dad has cut this out.
Yeah.
So if anything, I think that's more,
It adds
that means
yes,
more.
Exactly, yeah. It's
So
more real. It's
it
real.
is.
It's a real thing. Yeah. By the way, 70% of the Collel photo glue has gone. It's one of those glues as well that we are going to see it in action. You are getting 3 of the 100 mil. A little goes a long way.
It does. And when
And it's one of those ones. I also use it as a liquid rubber. When you want
Yes.
to rub away some, even grease finger marks, especially on the true black, it will rub them away.
It
It's
will.
just incredible.
And the thing is, I mean, normally I have this stood in my craft bag up that way,
Yeah.
because you will see, I was going to look for a piece of...
That's a very good top tip, actually.
If you
Dawn.
look
Yeah.
here, it might show better on the black. Let me pick a scrap of black up. It does come out quite runny. Can you see it's quite a fluid?
Yeah.
Quite a fluid glue.
Yeah.
Okay. So unlike, say, your silicone glue, where we tell you to push
Yeah.
all the air out, you don't need to do that with this. Okay.
Right.
You don't need to worry about that. So it's quite a fluid glue, and that's why I have it upright. So just by adding just some to the newspaper print,
Yeah.
I'm sticking this. This is acid and lignin free. Okay, so it's preserving. And I know my cardstock is.
Yeah.
So I know now, rather than having it in a plastic bag
Yeah.
that's going to get damaged, I can preserve it on there. And I like the fact it's not cut straight, personally. I
Absolutely.
think that looks really nice.
It looks just that real. It's just
Yes.
that kind of, yeah. It's just, and by the way, nearly limited stock for the photo glue. Very busy for this. I cannot recommend it enough. Dawn loves it as well, and
I
you are getting
do.
3 as well. It's good to have 3 as well, isn't it, Dawn?
Well, this is the thing. I mean, in the show earlier today, you saw where I had the fussy cut flowers that I've used through the album. I have actually used the photo glue to stick those down, okay, because your 3D pads are not acid and lignin free, okay. So I used my photo glue to stick these down. But I've used it in all these photographs. So if I just peel this back, and you're
Oh,
probably
wow,
going to
yeah.
think, oh, hang on, Dawn, you've made the album, why
Yeah.
are you taking it off? Okay.
So it's removable.
It's removable. So I can just pull it back carefully.
And not even the
That
print
has not
gone.
damaged.
Yeah.
It's not damaged where I've had this
Yeah.
stuck down on here. And all you'll feel, if you rub it, you're right, it's like a gum.
Yeah.
And I can just rub that away. But this is not damaging my work. Are you with me?
Yes.
So I'm just
I
using
mean,
my
you can see
finger.
it perfectly there.
And then what I can do, I'm going to put this back down, but any of these photographs in here, I can lift back up. It's not damaging them. So if, like me, you're archiving the family photographs,
Yeah.
and then later down the line you find another one, you think, oh, I should have put that one in there, really. Doesn't matter, because
yeah.
with this,
You can.
you know you can peel it back
Wow.
and reposition it. It does take a little bit of time to go off. This isn't like your EVA that will be instant. This just takes a little bit of time, and sometimes with old photos I found they curl, so I just put a bit of weight on
Yeah,
them.
that would be perfect.
And
yeah.
then they'll be absolutely fine.
I mean, I have to say, it's, well, first of all, it's limited to stock, so 90% of the stock has gone. I also thinking, well, sometimes we do these beautiful albums and life changes with us, and life changes and in a way that divorce, basically, that's what they were saying in my ear. And then it was like, oh, you can't go. But no, actually, I have to say, all the scrapbooks that I made about my wedding, my husband, ex-husband, I still have them. We have got a very good relationship. We are very good friends. I still look at them and think, and there is no bitterness there. Well, sometimes there is a little bit bitterness, but you know, let's move on. But you could remove them if you do them. Anyway, so all wedding albums, do them with a photo glue, just in case. Just in case. Right. Now, Hazel Rumble has sent a lovely email, and she's like, oh, by the way, the photo collal glue has now sold out. Sorry, Hazel, I will get to your email. Has sold out. I think the divorce was what sold out. It was, you know, it's like, all right, move on. Yeah, like, get over it. Actually, it was me who left. So anyway, let's move on.
But moving on.
Moving on from that.
Moving on.
I did. Well, so he has here. Anyway, hi Paula and Don. I bought the brown and ivory kit a while ago and made a memory album for my niece's 60th birthday. I followed Don's online class and it was so easy and so full of useful information. My niece was really pleased with it. Thank you. From Hazel Rumble.
Oh, how very kind. Thank you very much for emailing in. That's lovely. It's just nice. It's nice to know. I do get some lovely comments. So, but thank you.
What's the website that we need to go to, Dawn?
It's dawnsinspirations.com.
dawnsinspirations.com. And remember that you are getting the written instructions. So what I would do is I would get the one-day special. The only option, the only kind of thing that you have to think right now is whether you want a mixed pack of white and black. Remember, they're all true, so acid and lignin free, which is 30 of each color, or you want it on all white, 60 in total, or you want all black in 60 as well of the black ones. You are going to get the instructions and the scoring guidelines, so that means that straight away you are going to be able to create something that is absolutely stunning. Yes, of course, you can go and purchase that extra video kind of instruction, but you don't have to. Now, the mixed bundle with 30 of the true black, 30 of the white is almost limited stock. It's approaching limited stock, but very close to it. So if you want to be able to create something like this, with those beautiful sprays, with those beautiful waterfalls, with those beautiful interactive pages, I really like it, doesn't it? It's just beautiful. Look at that. And of course, Dawn show us how to do that at 8 a.m. with Dawn, the other Dawn, and you can see so much what the Americans call real estate for your pictures and memories. And £21 and £49 is your price. You're saving £5. If you cannot make a decision, you can go for multiple options if you want it. 016 533 is your item number. Now, because we are kind of celebrating the arrival of true bright white linen card, so to add the Pink Frog Crafts bundle, we have got here the 10.5 by 30 centimeters in both black and white. So here you are getting 40 of the black, 40 of the white. And that means that you can have, well, you will have the instructions, all the card folds, for also the frame card and there as well, photo mats as well. But what about, let's have a look, frame card, what about little A6 memory book? So this is incredible. Like Lottie said in my ear, a little brag book. And you know, it's just the one that you have got in your handbag, and you can, when you want to brag of your grandchildren, children, or your children, or your mom, or whatever, you can show it, and then like, look, I'm bragging. Anyway, so nearly 3/4 of the stock has gone. It's £11.99. If you are a card maker, this is a complete neat. It's a must because you score it down the middle, and it's the landscape A6. It will fit on an C6 envelope as well, and it's perfect for the matting and layering and to create, for instance, these elements in here. Can you see that they place a photo here, and this is perfect because you don't want to go into an A4 or even a 12 by 12 to cut those bits. So if you want yours brand new today, $11.99 is your price. 677356 is your item number. Now, the A4, very, very, very busy for this one because it gives us that ability to, maybe you are thinking, I love the 12 by 12, but I want to have extra, again, matting and layering. Now, this is 300 GSM, by the way. We haven't spoken about how beautifully, you know, the weight of it is. $11.99 is your price for 40% of, 40 sheets of A4. But you are, but we are very busy for this. Over half the stock has gone, and it will take those beautiful colors incredibly well, and it will be those gorgeous textures in there. 737243 is your item number. Remember that add them to your order, add them to your baskets, especially with the one-day special, and then you have got exactly the same card with that beautiful white, with a beautiful linen texture, as well as knowing that it's acid and lignin free. And then we have the pre-cut memory book. I think this is a fabulous bundle. This is a bundle that comes in with a 12 mil red liner tape. Remember, this is the equivalent of 6 of the 5 meters because you are getting 30 meters of red liner tape, 12 mil in width. But you are getting every single element that you need pre-cut to create the spine, to create the folds as well. And then with this one, you can make one album. Now this is a one album with the true bright white and the true black as well. One album in total for £19.99. But remember, the one-day special for £1.50 more, you can make two, a minimum of two. Nearly limited stock, and once it's gone, it's gone. So if you want yours, 880898 is your item number. Then we have also the brown and linen, brown and ivory. You know, this one is not linen. Sorry, it's my mistake. You can make again two of these ones, one of the brown, one of the ivory. And remember that key word from Pink Frog Crafts, true, means acid and lignin free. 429219 is your item number. And those ones were 12 by 12, but then we have got also the match and a scorecard 10.5 by 30 in both the true brown and the true ivory, which means that you are getting 18 total, 40 of each color. 568157 is your item number. $11.99 is your price. We also have got some more. The mascade sheets in there for $9.99 is your price. You are getting 10 in total. $976,569 is your item number. And then we also have sold out of the mylar. That has gone technically sold out. We are trying to get some more for 4 o'clock, but there is no promise. This is what the thing that happens. While it's in stock, you need to check out your baskets, and that secures your order. 394204 is your item number. And remember, the fastest and easiest way to put your order through thecraftstore.com. But if you prefer a telephone, give us a call 0330-175-5552, and the call center is just upstairs. Right, done. So where are we up to now?
Right, okay. So I'm going to start decorating the next few pages to go on the rest of this album on this side. So all I've done is, again, I put my basket down. You can see it's well used and well loved. Yeah. Okay, so don't worry about that. And I've just stamped that lovely big chrysanthemum flower. So I'm going to do a couple of different techniques on this one. I've stamped on with the oxide. Okay.
Well, we have got seconds to go, Dawn.
Okay, well, I'll show you one quickly.
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry, I kind of completely,
It's gone. Right, so all I'm going to do is just drag. I'm not adding any extra colour. Yeah. I'm just literally, because I've used the oxide ink, I'm just using my water brush and dragging that colour out. So again, just showing you another really quick way of decorating your pages.
Thank you so much, Dawn. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for bringing these memory books and in this larger size and the true linen, which makes it, you know, just so classic.
Oh, I love it. I must say, I've really enjoyed using it.
That's brilliant. See you at 4, and of course, I'll see you tomorrow morning. Stay tuned for lots.